A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray now. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 4th down, Murray off. And the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 22. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Here's Hal. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clear.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime change is what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards and to that next gear beyond. Good play there to pick up the 1st.
Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Play fake. Murray. Got a man here. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Arizona.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score.
With the score, Cardinals 9, Commanders 7.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Connor up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Murray. This one deep for Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, and that is incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. That's Samuel caught left side. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Howell looking to throw again. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Robinson on the option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 12-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Murray now on first down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Touchdown! Elijah Higgins. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cards have retaken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Commanders 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First down, Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and a couple. Now Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw, it's Murray. Now he's flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Connor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Murray now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prater's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for Washington. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. One last shot before the break. Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, pushing his way through. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, what a move. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Logan Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Connor. Shreds the tackle, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
3rd and 5. Powell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Howell from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now a deep. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Throwing here, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and they'll have to throw it anyway.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. That is caught, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.